And we do have a quorum with Mr. Jake Kelena and board member, and Danny Tejada, board member, and myself. That gives us 3, which is a quorum. Okay, we'll start with the invocation and the pledge. Our Heavenly Father, we do thank you for the opportunity to serve our community. We ask your blessing upon this meeting and the decisions we make. We hope that we would make them in a manner that is in teaching with, or in agreement with your preaching and teaching. And we hope that we are fair and honest and above board in all of our dealings. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Okay. I got it.
Take them all out.
Other than business that's going to be discussed, are there any citizen comments? Other than items on the agenda? Okay, we'll move on.
It might be an item that you reopen when he's briefing for the village ladies.
You have the fancy chair, Chess.
If there's, I'm aware that there is a need to or might be a need to rearrange some of the items on the agenda. Is there any motion to do that?
I so move, Mr. Gleason, and I also move that we go into closed session in accordance with Chapter 551 of the Government Code.
Okay.
Just to clear for the record, what is the rationale under the local government code, under the government code that we're going in executive
To
session?
review the lease,
Okay, for contract
yes,
negotiations?
and to hear from our council.
Okay. That's a valid reason to go in executive session.
We have some people here to present, and they want to make sure they're on the agenda.
What I had talked to them about, and they have something that they want to bring, a possible event or activity they want to pursue. I was going to ask our attorney if we could fit that under the usage of rentals.
Yes, I spoke today with Ches about that, and that's kind of where I was going, that he was going to brief the negotiations
Okay.
between him and the village, and you can allow them to speak as a citizen comment or interact during his discussion on where they are with that. It fits within item A.
Right, that's what I.
But we do have a motion on the table here, so we're
Yes.
gonna table that to that item, or did y'all wanna do that first?
Let me ask
So do you want to do
timeline.
A real quick? At least that part of it,
Yeah,
Mr. Chairman?
that would be fine with me if you would wish to do that. Does anybody have any objections to that? All those in favor of moving to item A to take care of that agenda, we can come back to item A afterwards.
Well, okay,
Let's
item A
do-
is first.
Why don't we do it
Why
item
don't
A
we just
first?
recall that
Yeah,
motion?
I will.
All right.
Let's do item A first.
All right, then we'll recall that motion. Okay. Chess?
All right, okay. So what I have here for y'all is our monthly reports. Do you have the packets? Okay.
Yes.
So we have a packet. I have a monthly report of the rental
On top of it, but right after
of the
it.
Civic Center. I know we have a beer rental. I mean, we haven't had events since start of January, so it's we don't really have any beer sales for this month. But right now, we're booked from here on out till June, so we're gonna get a lot of, the month's gonna pick up, and we'll have a beer sales as well.
Chaz, can you speak to the conference call you all did today in reference to
Yes.
the new accounting system?
For the new what?
The new accounting that's gonna go straight in that you can take collection?
Yes, so, for our new system, we're about to go live, it's gonna be next week, the new, the website we're gonna have a brand new website just for the event center. And of course, the sports complex will be tied into as well. Instead of sharing the page with the Floresville, the city of Floresville page, we're gonna have our own website we can go directly to, people can, register online right there and then, get a contract, fill it out and turn it back in and make your payment right there. And everything goes straight from here to finance. We don't have to, we don't have to be transferring back and forth. It's gonna upgrade all our system where we can put banquet hall 1, 2, and 3. And it's gonna be a lot easier for people to find us. So that system should be live. They're actually giving us the upgrade that they just recently did, so it's gonna wait till next week to go live. We just finished up this morning on all the rest of the things that we needed, but that will be this month where we will start using. We can put pictures, we can put videos. I know we talked about doing a virtual tour of the whole building. We can put that on there. We can sell tickets online now. So it's gonna be a big handy thing for our events and everything to come forth.
Now, the thing that's key for me is actually that it's gonna interact with our encode system. And so one of the things that they said in the audit was that it's delayed when you collect money over here and whatever and go back over there to the city. And unlike Gloria, back in your days, you used to run over there at 2 o'clock in the morning and make the night deposit there, but let's do night deposits anymore. So when he takes a payment online or over the phone, it goes directly into our encode system. It's going to be integrated. So also our reports will be more accurate to the day, and we can run some reports that I can't run right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that's what we're gonna do. That was something that you all approved last year, that now we're having integrated, and it's something they have to do on phone or whatever to integrate it, but it should be fully integrated within the next 5 to 7 business days. And so it's no different than if he takes a payment here than if he was taking a payment at City Hall. And that's gonna really help us with our accountability.
Yeah.
It's gonna really help us to go in the system. Now, Chad's gonna be trained on that, Dory's gonna be trained on that, and just as a backup, we're gonna train Margaret from HR on it as well, okay? Because not everybody can get into the system, but they can take, also we won't have an issue, hopefully, with the liquor as well, because that'll be contacted into it, and it'll come into the right system, it'll come on the right line item, because Connie was on that phone all day today. So, it's different for the concession, it's different from when we take payments for rental. And so it's gonna be integrated in there, and we're gonna have better accountability is what we're hoping to do.
Yeah, and what it's gonna do is like if we, like our Freedom Fest event, our encode on there, instead of going to the event center, it's gonna go straight to that deposit, so we can know how much we bring in already, how many tickets we sold. It's gonna make things a lot easier going straight to there and then preparing out a paper and trying to figure it out. It'll have its own sheet we can print out and have everything we had deposited there.
Is this the same program that we talked about, doing the floor layout and they can buy their select tables online and everything? Is that the same one?
It should be, because we're able to do all that. We're able to put all that in there. We can do whatever we want with this system. It's Tyler Technologies. We can, if you want your own table, we do a banquet, like we had talked about, do a banquet, purchase a table, it'll show us every table purchased. It'll show who purchased it. They'll have a receipt. They can bring it here and get their tickets from us here. So, I mean, it's a good thing to have. I mean, it's really gonna boost us up on this side over here, with not having to deal with so much paperwork and contracts and have to sit down in person and do all that. It can be done online now.
Yes, that was important.
Yeah.
Do you have a set price for Section A, B, and C, or?
We do right now, so we're posting everything online, so like, our small banquet hall, that fits 200 people, that runs for $750 with the kitchen and the patio. If they just want the hall for like a birthday party, it's $500. So we're setting that, our banquet hall 2, which is the 3/4, that one's $1,500. And that includes the kitchen, the patio, and the stage. And then, of course, our grand ballroom's $2,300. Yeah, those are the prices that we started off with when we first started doing this. I went to the bridal extravaganza. Our prices are unbeatable compared to anybody's. We just booked 3 weddings already just from that event on Sunday. So our prices, people are coming from San Antonio, Bernie to come down here and want to use our place. So this partial and the whole ballroom, it's really turning into a big deal. So, I mean, we'll be able to put all our prices on there as well. They
Can you
choose
give us
which one.
a sheet?
Yes,
You know,
sir, I sure
something?
can. Yeah, I sure can.
Yeah,
I have them.
I'd like an itemized thing about what we have done with that
For the bridal show.
bridal show.
Yeah, so every contract that I'm doing from that show, I'm putting on the contract so we can keep hey, we booked 10 weddings or 2 or 3 and 4 or 5 weddings this year just from
In
this.
other words, tag it so
Yes,
we
we're
can
gonna
tell
tag
that's
it.
where it's coming from.
Yes, sir. We're gonna know that, hey, this advertisement, this is what paid off for us at the end of the year. So that's what we're doing right now. I have Dora working on that. When she does the contracts, we're making sure we're putting bridal show, this is where they came from. We're also following up with them with our open house. So I put all this in your packet as well. So we have a lot of people wanting to come to this, show our building, have vendors.
It's a Saturday, right?
It's a Saturday from 11 to 4. The
Is that one
numbers.
that we're advertising on Facebook? The 16th open house?
Yes,
Okay.
yep.
Yes, the February
Yeah,
because I was like, what is this? And then I found out.
Yeah, so we did this open house for the bridal show because a lot of the brides that are interested, they want to come see the building, so they come back and they see the building in person. We're gonna have like a couple local vendors like H-E-B Caters now, Bill Miller's. I'm gonna contact Outlaw, some of these ones that come here on a regular base, put them in here, let them advertise what they're selling for a vendor fee. Decorators, DJs, we'll do our own like open house kind of bridal show where people can come in. And it's just for anybody to come in and see the building, just to help us market it a little bit more.
Yes, no, so it was at the Henry B. Gonzalez.
Yes, so I have pictures here. if you want.
It was at
This
the
is our
Henry
new
B.
picture.
Gonzalez last Saturday?
This past Sunday.
This past Sunday, because he had this, that's why he couldn't stay at the workshop. And so these are some of the pictures, and so we hired Nick Silva, one of our local decorators, to decorate it, so we can just show what we can do. And Nick is also being contracted to come and decorate here, so we'll have like little sections of what it can look like, because some people are visual learners, and so I like to see it, and so just to see and walk around, and so that we can maybe do something. And so, this.
We're going into B just a little
Oh, we're
bit
going into
here.
B, okay.
Item B is
We wanna
kind of
hold on
a
to B.
recap of the
Okay, so
bridal
let's
show.
So
do A.
we'll jump to them then. We'll go to them next. The village ladies came in, we sat down, we got a schedule of what days they needed, because last meeting, that's what we talked about. We got their days that they're wanting to be on a consistent base, and that's as far as we went from there. So I know they're looking to get a contract ready and everything else, right? That's what we're looking at, contract.
Yes, and we also, I discussed with y'all some stuff some ideas I had on Saturday.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot.
Just like, if we get beyond, if we get
No,
beyond our.
this is related to what.
I thought it would be, and that's why I asked him to come.
Some
We'll be really
Go
quick,
ahead.
I'm sorry. Hearing y'all talk about beer sales sounds like that's a big focus of y'all's fundraisers. Well, we think that maybe we can help each other out. We're having, these are gonna be our first events that we planned out. And we'd like to have, people are gonna be there all night, and so we'd like to have food, drinks, things. And I don't know if beer sales would be something you would like to do there at these events, or these activities that we're doing. Obviously, we're gonna have kids, so we don't want like people getting drunk there, but we do want them to have a good time, and I think maybe that could be a way to also help out.
Actually, this is in the ballroom, or where is this at?
Gym.
In the gym.
Yeah, we have the gym every Friday, and the rooms as well. Do you have one of these?
Yes.
So y'all have been really great to help us get started, and we were just trying to come up, brainstorm some ways that maybe we could help the board raise funds as well, and help each other out. So we would like concessions too, and it would help us too, because we won't have to get the permits. My understanding is that y'all have all the permits in line and as well, so.
Did we ever buy
Chaz,
that
do we
cover?
have this booked already?
Yes, they have Fridays. So we booked They have Fridays, to do what they plan to do.
Okay.
Those are the days they got, Fridays, and was it Wednesday mornings?
Yes.
Wednesday mornings. So that's what's, no, we have not purchased, for that.
Cover.
No.
So you said you had a whole bunch of, was it runners?
Well, we
or
have
something?
runners, that's for the tables around the gym floor. But, like this dance, are you planning to do on the gym floor?
Yes,
Because-
that was our other question.
Because
Yeah.
if that were to happen, everybody would have to have tennis shoes.
Do
Something
a
like
sock
that.
hop.
Yeah.
Or socks.
Or you, or if you think it's gonna be a small dance, 151 might be a
No,
spot to
we're
do
all
it.
thinking it's gonna be, I mean, you say free and the community's there, right?
We've been going, yeah, we've gone all around town and trying to get everything.
We wanted this to just be a free night, just for everybody to see what we're doing, and so I
Exactly, so
think
we have-
there's gonna be a big turnout.
And we've got all of our different teachers that are gonna be here. We've got a ton of support from the town so far, so it's amazing. So we've got all these teachers signed up for different hours in each classroom, different things that are gonna be going on. So everyone, and like you said, it's gonna be a routine. We're trying to make this the fun place to be at on Friday nights, is ultimately what it is. And we've made it so that it's for everybody, not just people with children, but, you know, my mom, she's single and mingling already, and I'm like, okay, so she's, you know, she's excited about coming to a dance, and we have a teacher that wants to even teach
Dominoes.
older, you know, adults how to dance. So we have a teacher that's gonna come in and do dance lessons as well. So that's kind of when we wanted to start with the dance. It was close to Valentine's Day. We were like, yes, and so we're trying to make it for everybody. So it's a little taste of what every Friday should be bringing, so.
Is there anything that we need to do as a board?
So that was our big question, was the floor. Is there, do we have enough runners to cover the floor, or?
No, we don't have enough runners to cover the floor. I know we talked about pricing, the mats that the school uses, if Howard covers them, but that's pretty pricey,
Yeah.
to cover the whole floor.
Is there a reason why we can't do that in the ballroom?
We'll be setting up
Oh.
for,
Friday
like,
nights.
Friday nights
Friday
or,
night.
yeah, like right now we have, pizza set up for 500 people.
For Saturday.
Yeah, for Saturday. So, I mean, that'd be really hard for dancing, unless it's in 151.
The
Or
long
we
skinny
put it,
one.
yeah.
So we're gonna have a movie, we're having a movie night, a movie
Because
playing
we'll
it for
have
the
to-
kids.
We would need something to cover that floor, for dancing.
So is that something maybe we can work together on towards getting something? I mean,
How much is one?
For the square footage, I think I priced it last time, and it's around $6,000 to purchase all the,
It's a really thick plastic
yeah,
thing that we
yeah,
were thinking
and
about.
That's
it
hard,
rolls up.
that's hard to dance on, if it's what they use at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a plastic or-
So maybe
It's
just
a
put
plastic,
old-fashioned
it's got
sock
a
up.
small
I would
cushion
say
type.
go, I would say go to sock hop.
Go to the sock up, I'll take off my shoes.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to, we'll tell everybody to.
Well,
I mean, if that's
Oh.
easier, or if there's a rental place maybe, if there's like something, if we can maybe rent to put down, instead of having to buy it.
I'm pretty sure there is, yeah,
Oh, really?
and I'm pretty sure there's places you can put,
I'm fine with doing like a shoe check-in. I mean, that's completely fine.
What
too.
women likes to dance in heels anyway?
Right.
Y'all are way too young to remember this, but we had the old sock hops when we were in high school.
At the old gym.
And then, I think every school in town had a Friday night sock hop.
That's awesome.
I went to a couple, I
Every
remember.
place in Texas.
That's
didn't
cool.
we?
Well, and that's
We'll
the
make
thing.
it work, I mean, whatever.
And it is geared towards the adults.
Yeah.
So,
The problem that I see, this is a great idea, and I have no problem with it, except that to figure out an alternative way of doing this, we're at short notice to get, we're talking about here February, and I don't know if we could find something that, solution that quickly.
No,
But
and
I'm
like I
willing to
said-
do whatever.
and we are too. I mean, honestly, if we need to have them take off their shoes, I'm okay with that.
I'm sorry, I
We'll
wasn't
tell them
under
at
the
the front door.
understanding that y'all already had floor. I was thinking
Is it
Like
possible
big
that
runners,
Nick
but-
doesn't go all the way to the end?
I mean, for this event, we can make it work where this ballroom side can be open right here
Yeah.
and keep this part open. And then if we have to, we can come in first thing Saturday or that night when they're done to come finish decorating.
Just on this, on that side?
On the side that comes off of the gym.
Yeah.
Makes sense, you know, the doors.
So they
Yeah,
can open
that's-
to it.
Right, so the dance can be on, in the
ballroom
ballroom
side.
on that side,
On that side by the gym?
closer to the gym.
But there would be a partition so,
Right.
so they can get ready for the
The next day.
for the wedding extravaganza.
Oh, the wedding shoot?
Oh, yeah,
Well, we
'cause
have
that's
we
the
have an
16th.
open house the next day.
I was gonna say, that's the open house, I just heard
Yeah.
him say the 16th.
So we have an open house the next day, so what we're probably gonna have to do, because we can't have a dance on there, open up this gym, this ballroom side right here.
You plan on doing that? It'll be open.
Just
Okay.
depends on the-
All right, so then, did they come with a contract
Okay.
for you, Tom? You okay with the contract?
No, we haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh,
We're
okay.
still,
And we're still talking,
still,
that's another item coming up.
Okay.
But let's move on to this. We understand what you want. Now we gotta
Okay, yeah.
put it into
Yep.
the package here kind of.
Okay.
An agreement.
Would there be enough space of what we're talking about over here?
I think so,
Mhm.
yeah. That's okay.
So we've got the issue solved about the dancing on the, all right.
Thank you.
Go into executive session.
Is there anything else we need to cover under one right now? Item A, or can we come back to all this? Okay.
have y'all, excuse me, I'm sorry, I should remember this, but I don't. Didn't we already have an action item related to the village? Y'all had voted that we were going to entertain,
Yes.
you know, if these, it sounds like they're putting hard on this.
Yeah, we're moving down the road on it.
If them and Chez can get this thing squared away,
I don't think there is an action item that we need to take care of.
Not on this, but for a final agreement.
For a final agreement, there would be, but this, I don't think we have to have a.
We've already, y'all have already voted to proceed with some type of agreement with the village, I believe it was the last month or the month before. I don't remember.
It was in December.
Remember,
December.
so if y'all, I mean, these ladies, it sounds like they probably don't wanna go away from here knowing that whether they can do these events or not. But, you know, there's no reason why they can't do these events. You know.
The indoor flea market,
But that one we got to.
I know you don't like that word.
I told her I didn't like that, but
No.
I know you don't like that word.
No, my concern
Everybody
is-
wants a garage sale.
my
Is it the
concern,
gym again?
the floor,
Exactly.
whether it's the ballroom or the gym.
Just
What are we
everybody
gonna do
needs
on
to
the
wear
floor? Huh?
Tennis shoes. It's-
No,
you
no,
like
like,
anything
what are you gonna put on the floor?
Put down.
If it's a flea market, you know, are you gonna
There's
bring
gonna be
in?
For a table, so would the runners work?
Well, the table, the runners will work for the
table.
table, but the flow of people.
People are still gonna be walking
going to
around,
the
that's
gym.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm thinking flea market, I'm thinking old metal stuff and.
No, we're just like a table. Like if they can't fit it on the table, they can bring a picture. I don't want all their crap in there.
Yeah.
Like they get one table and that's it.
I guess what you're saying, we don't want no metal stuff that's gonna fall and hit the
Yeah.
floor.
Right, right,
Yeah.
and that's
Okay, yeah.
of course why Ashley and I have been talking, we've got vendors, of all kinds, that are, so that we're kind of doing a screening process, obviously, it's not like, you know, grandma down the street's about to come bring all of her stuff in here and dump her trash or anything like that.
Or old meat
So-
grinders and just.
Yeah, exactly. It's, no, nothing like that at all, of course. I make wooden signs and with, you know, I make homemade stuff and that's kind of the people that's why I like market. I don't like flea market
Yeah, at the
necessarily.
same time, I
so.
want more of a garage sale. I've got, I like garage sales. Everybody loves garage sales.
But we're definitely, doing a screening process and that's something we can work with y'all if that's something we can bring up.
And if somebody wants to have a table, what are you charging?
10.
Okay,
So
so
$10 for
membership?
members and 15 for non-members. We've got like the membership.
Do you have
right
any
there.
more of them? I'll give this to them too. This is kind of just, this is what we've sort of worked out so far for how membership would work. The free night is so that they can come and we can talk about it with everyone, and that's when we're really trying to get the memberships.
affordable as possible without,
Okay.
but, yeah. And we've talked, that was part of the, last time when I did the survey, I asked people if that would be affordable, and most people said yes, so.
And you do have your 501c3 designation? No.
You're for profit.
Or you for profit?
We're also looking into it.
Is there any motion, anything we need to approve here? I
I
don't
think
see.
just, probably, what do we agree on the rental, or what do we?
We haven't gotten any of that, guys. No offense, this is not really an action item, it's discussion only related to kind of potential negotiations with the village. Tonight, I'm sorry, so we didn't know what coming in. I thought y'all wanted to meet like next week, but ultimately, y'all can't take action on this.
Right, and that's what I told you that we couldn't take action, we'd have to come back to that.
You've already taken action to negotiate with the
negotiate
village
with-
about a schedule.
Yeah.
You can come back and approve that final agreement. If y'all have no reason, if you have no objection, you can allow them to proceed with the stuff they've been talking with Ches about. It allows them to kind of get their program moving.
I don't know that there's, if they arrange it with our manager, I don't see any reason for us to, there's nothing for us really to do
Until we actually get that.
until we actually get that agreement set.
So my understanding is we need to get with Tom, correct?
Right.
Tom,
No, us, all of us,
Okay.
we can all sit down, me and Ches and you guys, and tell me what y'all are thinking. We'll get a proposal, tentative agreement drafted, to present to the board in February.
But these two dates are good to go. Right?
That's up to Chairman.
Chad, these dates are good to go, right?
Yes, they have them booked already.
Okay, so these dates are good, we just gotta finish up the fun tune, okay, so I want you to do the way.
So we can bring-
Yeah, so these two dates
In
are
other
good to
words, we
go.
treat this just like a regular booking right now. And then we come back and finalize our, whatever contract we come up with. And so this would just be a regular booking item through Ches, as far as I see it. I don't see it.
Is all of this going to the gym? Is that where they're gonna have it? At the
Yeah.
gym? The only thing we have to make sure is that floor is being taken care of.
Yeah. And that's Ches's
Okay.
responsibility to make sure that that's worked out.
Okay.
Anybody have any opposing?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. You shall have one.
Oh, yeah, we'll spread the word.
Oh, you dropped the pen.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Oh.
She has a presentation, she wants to discuss with you guys, looking at first.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
That way you're here, we're not going to, know what you're going with.
I'd like to move to item D, discussion and possible action about the All City Youth Program. Ms. Boff, would you like to make a presentation, please?
So, you guys had a meeting in December? So do you want to tell me what your meeting was about? Then I think that would be correct, right? And then I respond to that?
Well, I already told you, Ms. Ball, when we met, I told you they've taken the action and voted on the amount that they wanted for rentals for next month, for next year. That's what the meeting was about.
And you're correct, but I was wanting a little more detail on how you came up with the amount and stuff like that. So I can understand everything correctly?
Yeah, Ches is probably the better person to respond to that.
Yeah,
I don't
so
have
I'll-
the minutes, Mark, I didn't get a chance
Maybe
to
it's
do
another
it
book.
yet.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause any problems. I just wanted to have a better understanding.
There's no problems.
I mean, I want to say it was based upon utilities, expenses for utilities, and overall kind of, he had mapped it out, what the facility, what were the costs to the facility.
Yeah, I don't even think we considered utilities, I think it was just based it on the amount of
The
time,
usage.
the usage.
And
what
based on the
other
nonprofit rate.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's all it was based on.
It was that too.